Hey Aries, welcome to Social Dragonfly Tarot. My name is Eddie, if you don't know already. This is a timeless general reading for the sign of Aries. This is the Know Thyself readings, okay? So, Aries, this is a shadow work reading. My intention for this reading is to help you be the best version of yourself by illuminating to you maybe those areas of yourself that you might have tried to compartmentalize, dissociate from, or maybe the aspects of yourself that you are not able to see, the ways that maybe you are self-sabotaging or holding yourself back, okay? I am going to uncover some triggers of yours during this reading. It is not my intention to offend you or talk down to you or belittle you or anything, okay? However, if you are easily triggered or easily offended, this is your warning right now to go ahead and click off of this reading and go find someone else to do your readings for you, okay? So these readings are meant to help you. I am not the tarot reader that's going to sit here and tell you that your fucking ex is coming back and that all your dreams are about to come true and that butterflies and rainbows are going to come out your butthole, because that's not how life is. We came here as souls to learn lessons. Spirit has put it on my heart, the importance of doing these shadow work type of readings, okay? So, without further ado, if I come off as blunt or brutally honest, it is only because I'm reading about the energies that I am seeing. It does not mean that I think I'm better than you or anything like that, okay? So let's try to keep our egos in check here. We're all about transformation, right? Here at Social Dragonfly Tarot. So let's get started here. Did we rush into something that was shiny? Right? Did we rush into something that was like shiny or promising or tempting? All right, we have abandonment. Abandonment. A little black butterfly here. Sorry if y'all hear my baby. Got pride here at the bottom of the deck. And nostalgia. Okay, lots of butterflies here. Transformative energy here for you. Okay, abandonment and rejection. Throughout our life, we develop deep organic connections to people. We depend on them for safety, growth, and emotional balance. Many of these relationships are formed during early childhood. They give us a healthy template for our growth and well-being. Those early bonds are severed sometimes and leave behind deep wounds and broken trust. Emotional abandonment can also happen later in life with adult-formed connections. It leads to feelings of rejection, low self-esteem, mistrust, distress, and lost innocence. At times, out of fear or anger, we too abandon others who depend on us. You can also abandon yourself. I'm going to go ahead and just throw that out here. That's not in the card, but I felt the need to mention that. Ask yourself, do I experience feelings of abandonment? How do I address my traumas and emotional injuries? Have I ever abandoned someone else? And why? The affirmation for this energy is, I am grounded and well-rooted in my self-worth. I attend to my emotional wounds with love and understanding. I honor my commitment to others. Okay, Aries, I'm feeling in my body that your heart is like very tightly sewn shut. Okay? I wouldn't be surprised if I mean, it's like hard for me to catch a deep breath. Like, if you felt abandoned or rejected, I'm wondering if you, as a safety measure or a coping mechanism or a protective measure, just completely shut yourself off from true love, from true connection, or are we just suppressing emotions here? That came up in one of the Sagittarius readings, the suppression of these emotions that I did in the last set of zodiac signs. I do have playlists, okay, for all of the signs if you want to go check that out, okay? I almost called you Sagittarius, so yeah, there might be a link between you and Sag here, okay? Okay. What's the situation here, please? Let's try to keep to one card here if we can, unless I need another one. What's the situation here for Aries? Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, there's definitely something that you put a lot of time or energy into with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. You feel like your time was wasted. You feel like your effort and energy was wasted. Okay? This could be like a long-term relationship or some sort of like business or whatever this is. You put a lot of work and effort into this, okay? And I feel like whenever this came crashing down, or when you didn't reap the rewards or the long-term benefits that you thought you were going to reap, it affected your self-esteem and it affected your self-worth. And the reason why I'm saying that, I mean, we do have the solar plexus card here and it is out in the reverse. So it's like a punch to the gut, okay? And it's Saturn in Taurus, and Taurus energy, right? Taurus rules the second house. Taurus is I have. So it's like it rules your self-worth, your self-esteem, the money you make from the business that you work for, the company that you own, okay? Property, that kind of thing, real estate, whatever. This could have to do with something with real estate, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, this is a shadow work reading, so it could be a little bit deeper than that. But whatever this was that you lost, that you felt your wasted efforts was, it caused a rift with your self-esteem, okay? Yeah, so this could be a connection that you had with someone that you felt powerless with. Like, you have a deep bond or a deep soul connection with someone. I put those back in the deck. But the Magician in reverse is like feeling like you have a lack of control or an inability to manifest, okay? Or an inability to maintain. Okay, what's the challenge? The Strength card, solar plexus energy, and Leo here. The challenge has to do with your self-esteem and your courage, your bravery, your confidence. Okay, overcoming self-doubt. I think this made you doubt. I think this made you doubt your instincts. It made you doubt yourself as a whole. If someone could have abandoned you, walked away from you, or rejected you after you felt that way, you perceived it that way, you put a lot of time and energy into this, it really made you feel like you wanted to lash out. It made you feel like you went in. You went in all passionate. Okay? It made you feel like you're doubting your self-worth, your self-esteem, your ability to maintain control. Like you felt like you might feel like you're losing control. Okay, what's the energy that we need to release, please? That Aries needs to release. Energy that Aries needs to release, please. Only one if I can. If I can, Spirit. Only one, please. One, please. I love you, Spirit, but I don't want to be here all day. Still got to. Okay. I think you might be waiting on someone to come back or reunite with you or communicate with you. All right, we do have throat chakra energy here with both of these cards. Four of Swords and the Four of Wands. Okay, if you're like on a break, or you thought you were on a break, or you had some issue with a relationship, the Four of Swords can be like taking a break. And the Four of Wands can be like a reunion. So it's like you could be waiting on someone to come back. Okay. Strength is also holding back or holding on to. So the energy that you need to release is, I mean, I feel like you're waiting for this, this reunion, you're waiting for everything to come back together. You're waiting for this person to meet you halfway. What's the energy that my Aries needs to embody, please? You need a swift change. You need an epitome. You need an epiphany. You know, the energy that you need to embody is full on open crown chakra, like it says it's Mars energy, but this is also Uranus energy as well. Uranus can be like going against the grain, like full on open crown chakra, like downloads from the divine, make a swift change. I feel like you built whatever this is that you're hoping for, this relationship, this reunion, or I feel like you're daydreaming. I just heard daydreaming. Okay, with this Four of Swords, dreaming or daydreaming about somebody that you used to be with, a relationship, a marriage, a home you used to have, whatever the fuck it is. I really strongly feel like it's a relationship. It's like you need a swift, it's like with this energy here, gosh, I can't even fucking put it clearly or concisely here. I don't even think because like 1 minute I feel like you want to let go of this. 1 minute I feel like you want to just completely let go. Like if this is a relationship that someone walked away from you, or you feel abandoned or rejected, it's like 1 minute you want to completely delete all your fucking pictures that you have of this person, get rid of every single fucking thing they ever gave you, completely wipe the slate clean, and the next minute you're just like, you want to lay down in bed at night and love their memory. You want to sit there and think about them, or allow yourself to daydream or contemplate what it would be like, or what could have been, is what I'm hearing. But it's clear here that whatever this relationship was, okay, whatever this relationship was here, it was built on something that was faulty. The relationship, whatever this was that you were holding on to, it wasn't yielding fruit. It wasn't yielding any fruit. It wasn't. And when you're holding on to something, when you're planting seeds that are dead and waiting for them to grow, and thinking about what could have been, and daydreaming and hoping or wishing, you're trying to build on top of a faulty foundation. This is like the energy that you need to embody is a complete clean out. Rid yourself, like pull up the roots of whatever this was and get rid of it for good. Okay? Because you need a new beginning here. What's the guidance, please? Three of Cups. You have the energy of the Four of Wands here and what you need to release, waiting for a reunion. And then you have the guidance here, which is the Three of Cups, which talks about reunions. Some of y'all, this is like, okay, I see what's happening here. Somebody here had I'm going to say, God, I hate putting it like this, but somebody here is going to you're going to have a realization that you are putting off getting married to someone else, and you are not allowing yourself to invest fully, heart and all, which is the closed off heart energy I felt, in a relationship with someone, because you're terrified that this marriage, this union that you have with this new person is going to end up a failed marriage just like the other one. So it's like maybe you got engaged with this person and you're like putting it off. You know what I mean? It's like the type of energy of like, well, let's just be engaged for like another year or so. Like, let's just put it off. Let's put it off. There's going to be some sort of like, sorry, y'all. There's going to be a collapse or a shattering of the old way that you were thinking about this. You were holding back. The challenge is that you are holding back from taking the action that you know that you need to take. Leo energy, 5th house, has to do with romance. The guidance here is to go on and celebrate and trust this union that you have, and allow yourself to have this new beginning, because you know, I feel like you're holding on to the abandonment or the rejection that you felt from whatever this past relationship was, and it's keeping you from investing fully in this beautiful new union that you have. Like they're you know, they want you to release the energy of like, well, let's think about getting married. It's like you've thought it to death. I'm not saying you need to go out and get married, but you're not allowing yourself to connect with this fucking person. And if you already are married, you can still apply this as the wounds that you have. The woundedness that you have. Is keeping you in this energy of hypervigilance so you don't get abandoned again. You don't get rejected again. You're trying to keep someone at a safe distance to keep yourself safe. It's an emotional insecurity. You know, and because of you feeling so abandoned from this person who did this, you're missing out on your 10 of Pentacles. You're missing out on, or the failed marriage, right? The 10 of Pentacles in reverse, which is like, whatever you worked on for a long period of time. It could be a family relationship where you felt abandoned or rejected. Maybe it happened whenever you were a child or anything like that, okay? Or it could be like a past relationship. It doesn't have to be a marriage. But even if you are married, it's keeping you, that feeling of being abandoned, that fear of I don't want to be abandoned or rejected again, is causing you to pull back your energy so much that you are emotionally abandoning and rejecting on some level the person that you're with, that you're meant to be with. It's like you're unknowingly projecting that energy out to them and making them feel abandoned and rejected, even though you truly do love them and you want to be with them. You're missing out on that new beginning because of what you feel that you lost. There's an emotional instability there, okay? What's the action that you need to take? What's the action that needs to be taken? Page of Swords. Okay. And the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So the Page of Swords, that's root chakra energy. Okay. It's also Pisces energy. Sun in Pisces. So Pisces rules the 12th house. Okay. And that's like self-undoing. The 12th house rules the self-undoing. This is also, the Page of Swords is somebody who is blunt. Like they just kind of speak bluntly, all right? And they also come off as very vigilant and guided and protective. You just need, I think you might need to communicate this to your partner. You need to communicate what makes you feel stable. How guarded you are. Tell them the truth of the reason why. This is also like if you have an idea, the pages can kind of be like, the pages can kind of be like the aces where it's like the beginning. See, it's the root chakra. It's like if you had like an idea that you've been like sitting on or thinking about, it's like now's the time to. So like I always look at the aces as kind of like seeds. So you can plant the seed, and then like as you progress forward, it's like you watch the seed grow, right? So the page could be kind of like a new beginning also. So it's like if you have an idea, you might want to just plant the seed and see what happens. The Ace of Pentacles being at the bottom of the deck, that's like a seed. You have a new opportunity, and it's divinely orchestrated here. It's straight from the divine. It's something stable. It's something solid. So you might just need to communicate this. Or take a step back and try to view this from a different perspective. Get curious. Approach this from a, like, what if? Right? What if I thought of it this way? What if I thought of it that way? And I think you're in for, you need to have a very blunt and honest conversation too. And I think you're going to see things from a different perspective. I think you're in for a massive shift in perspective here. Because this is causing a fear of commitment. Okay, we're going to pull from the Decoding Your Fears deck. Tell me more for Aries, please. Be consistent. Your insecurities are creating doubt. Yes, and so I feel like this person, if this is about a relationship, I feel like somebody might come to you and be like, listen, you know, you're back and forth. I feel like you really want to, it's like one day you say you want to marry me, one day you say you don't. I mean, take it how business, it doesn't have to be about a marriage, but somebody's going to come to you and be like, listen, I need a fucking blunt, like, answer. Like, are we doing this or not? Okay? And the insecurity, the fear, the doubt that this is, the fear that you're going to be treated the same like you were before, that you're going to get fucked over again, is causing you to doubt whether or not you should move forward with this. The Strength card in the challenge position, this is about you overcoming self-doubt. And, you know, the Three of Cups being in the guidance section, you know, your guidance position, that's like you're being guided to connect with people. Like, the Three of Cups is like celebrations, parties, socializing, gathering. It could be a wedding or some sort of party, or... But I feel like because of the abandonment and the rejection, you're not wanting to connect with people. You shut people out. You hold back and shove down what you want, what you truly feel. Don't assume people know what you're thinking. Honest communication is required. Yes, Page of Swords, right? In the action position, you need to speak the truth about what you're feeling to your partner or whoever. Your protective layers of fear are limiting your experiences. Remove them one layer at a time. It's interesting. You have 47. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, I use my fingers to count. Don't judge me. And then 56. Number 56 could be important for you. My ex-husband's an Aries, and he always used the number 56. And that's an 11 also. So you have 11, 11, and then you have the 11, 11 card here with the Four of Wands. This is like something that's destined for you. This is an opportunity for you. Like, this could be something that you've wished for. Bottom of the deck here, it says the fear of failure is impeding your success. Break the cycle. Give yourself more credit. You are more than capable. Let's do the anxiety deck. Decoding your anxiety. Yeah, you've got to communicate how you truly feel, the truth of what you're really thinking. Because I feel like you just shove it down and you're like, it's no big deal. You got to talk about this. Especially if this is about a connection with another person. You need to tell them how you're truly feeling. Don't jeopardize relationships by trying to avoid conflict. Resolve issues swiftly with honest communication. What did I just say? 7. 52 breaking down to a 7. Yeah, you've got to communicate how you're truly feeling here. The challenge is you holding back with the Strength card. Resistance is trying to tell you that you're focusing on the wrong direction. Changes need to be made. Absolutely. And the swift change that this is the energy that you need to embody here is the Tower card. That is a swift change. Ditch the guilt of self-care and make yourself a priority. You deserve a little me time to reinvigorate your soul. Yeah. So I feel like, you know, maybe this is something where someone else could feel abandoned or rejected if you tell them that you need, like if you live with someone, have a roommate, or have, you know, a marriage with someone, and it's like, I need time by myself, you know, and they might be feeling abandoned or rejected. Okay. Or you feel like you, for yourself, you need to put off a wedding or put off something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to put this off because I realize that I'm not ready for this and I need time to, well, then you need to communicate that. And if it makes this person feel rejected, then, you know, that's understandable, but that's their stuff that they need to heal. Okay? Let's get a triggers card from this triggers Oracle. Maybe someone is saying that to you. Maybe someone is saying that they need more time away from you and it's triggering your abandonment and rejection, right? Because of your past relationships. Check that out, resonates. Well, that's a lot, but we'll take it. When my feelings of shame surface, I will avoid everyone close to me. Yeah. So definitely a sense of avoidance here, because you might feel like whatever this is, this perceived failure causes you to feel shame, so then you just shut down. When I don't feel good enough, I will make excuses for everything. So you're blaming yourself or shaming yourself for some sort of failure. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? And you're putting off something, right? The Page of Swords, when it's in the reverse, can be someone who makes excuses, okay? But the Page of Swords in the upright here being in the action, like the action that you need to take, it's like you need to just communicate the blunt and honest truth. The Page of Swords is somebody who just speaks the fucking truth, okay? If you've been in the energy of the Page of Swords in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse is like whenever they make excuses, they kind of beat around the bush, they don't really say what the fuck they really mean, kind of thing. Like, if you're feeling insecure in any way, shape, or form, you need to communicate that and be honest, especially if this is about a relationship, okay? It says, when I feel insecure, I put on a false mask to hide who I truly am. Yeah. See, and you're shoving it down. You're not allowing your true feelings to shine forth. Because really, the fact of the matter is that you're not okay. Like, there's some aspect where you don't feel secure, you don't feel strong, and you're wanting to hit the brakes, or you're wanting to take a breather here. Okay? Maybe you're not allowing yourself the challenge here with the Strength card. Maybe you're not holding back. Maybe things are moving too fast, and you don't want to say that you need to slow down because you don't want to feel abandoned or rejected, okay? Let's pull from another Shadow Work Oracle. It says, emotionally overreacting. You are overthinking, which is causing a flood of unnecessary emotions. Yeah. So if you're really worried about what this person is going to, if you're sitting here thinking about what this person is going to say, first of all, when you're wasting your energy and you're giving away your power. Strength is personal power here with the Strength card. So the challenge, the Strength card being in your challenge position, that tells me that it is a challenge for you to maintain your own personal power. Now, let me tell you, whenever you are thinking too much and overthinking and you're thinking about what someone else is thinking, you're giving your power away. You're funneling your energy into the fucking black void, you know, because, you know, of nothingness. Because, you know, when you're thinking about what someone else could be thinking, first and foremost, where you place your attention is where you place your energy. When you're thinking about what someone else could possibly be thinking, that person won't, it's not even a guarantee that that person is thinking what you think that they're thinking. Good God, that sounds confusing. So you're funneling your energy into this, your life force energy, by paying attention so much on what other people are fucking thinking, what you think they're thinking. You're funneling your energy into this black hole, this void, into fucking nowhere, and you're wasting it, okay? Instead of trying to overthink things and try to think what they're thinking, you know, whenever you think what someone else is thinking, you're using the RTJP, which is the right temporal junction parietal lobe part of your brain. So when you're thinking what someone else is thinking, okay, you're wasting your energy. So you want to jump out of that RTJP, all right? And you want to embody the energy of, this is what I need. This is the energy. I need a swift change, make that change. Follow through. This is Mars energy, okay, with the Tower card here. It's also Uranus energy, right? But that's taking a fucking swift turn and like, nope, this is what I need to do. Following your divinely guided instruction here. Anything else? Anything else, please? Insecurity. Yes, please understand your worth, your value, your purpose here on earth. There is no need to feel small or compare yourself to others. Maybe you feel like you're not measuring up to someone's ex or something like that. Okay? Then at the bottom here, it says superficial. You care too much about outward appearances. Start with your inner work, your value, your self-esteem, and your personality. Okay? I'm going to pull from this deck real quick. So decoding your self-esteem, because that's relevant here. The Strength card has to do with self-esteem. Okay? So that's in your challenge position. So, you know, being confident and taming the ego. The ego is what causes you to overthink and what if to death and try to think what they're thinking. You know, the ego is what causes you to care too much about outward appearances and, you know, to compare yourself to other people. The ego is what causes you to feel insecure. The ego is what compares you to other people. The ego is what puts you above or below someone else. The ego is what you need to work on here. Trying to minimize the risk of being hurt again with emotional barriers is counterintuitive. Yes. Because you're being guided, your intuition is telling you to go connect with people. Sometimes just admitting, hey, I feel scared to connect with people. Just saying that out loud can really do a whole world of difference. You do not see the beauty in you that others see. Learn to love your reflection. Your ideals, comparisons, and expectations are fueling regret and guilt. Stop obsessing over a past decision. Yeah, there's some sort of past relationship, past decision, past something that has got you all fucked up because you're just ruminating on it here. You're ruminating on it with the Four of Swords. All right, one more. Let's see what else we got here. All right, Spirit, what else do we have to add? Energetic circuits. Okay. So this is telling me that you're connecting to whoever abandoned or rejected you or whatever happened in the past. All right? Whenever you think about something, you are someone, whatever, you are energetically courting to that person. Okay? And see, we had the nostalgia here at the bottom of the deck. So somebody here is thinking about their ex, thinking about their whatever it was that they put all their energy into, that they feel, whatever you feel is failed on. You're thinking about that. You're thinking about it. And you're connecting to this person or whatever it was. I feel like it's a person. You're creating an energetic circuit. Some of you guys might need to do some sort of like cord cutting, okay? Because your constant thoughts and ruminating on this abandonment, this rejection, you're connecting to it. And it's interfering with your ability to fully go all in energetically with this beautiful connection that you have now, or to be able to connect with other people. Okay? What else do we have here, please, Spirit? Dispersed energy, yeah. So, like I said, where you place your attention, you place your energy. When you're thinking about what failed, when you're thinking about your past, okay? Even if you're just ruminating on the positive memories, I feel like there's a lot of that going on. Trying to constantly overthink it and figure out what went wrong and everything to keep yourself from being hurt again. That's the ego. That's what's causing you to hold back. So what's happening is your energy is all over the place. You need to call your energy back to yourself and understand when you're using the RTJP, when you're thinking what someone else is thinking, you're causing your energy to kind of be splat towards that person. You're throwing your energy out away from yourself and losing power because you're throwing your life force energy out away from yourself at that person when you're thinking about that person, when you're thinking about what they're thinking, when you're thinking about the past, when you're thinking about the abandoned and rejected. Your energy is so spread out and dispersed all over the place, Aries, because you're thinking about this. This is like you need to gather yourself back. Call all of your power back. One more, please. One more, please. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. And I feel like, okay, weeks. So this could take a while. This could take a while. This could take a couple of weeks, or the past couple of weeks, this could have came to a head, okay? But you're going to have to retrain your brain to stop thinking like this, because the brain cells that fire together wire together, okay? So you're creating, you have built the brain circuitry for these thoughts and emotions, for the overthinking, the emotional overreacting. And you become addicted. Your brain has become addicted to the emotional chemical peptides that are, because our emotions are chemical, okay? You study metaphysics, you study the teachings of Dr. Joe Dispenza and stuff like that, you'll realize that your emotions are chemical. When you have a thought and you think an emotion, that, thoughts plus emotions over an extended period of time, that's how you create your reality. Whenever you have certain emotions, it releases certain chemical peptides into your body. So once you think those certain thoughts and you have those certain emotions, you release those certain chemical peptides into your body over and over again, and you have those certain thoughts and you think those thoughts over and over again, okay, with those same emotions combined over and over again, releasing those same chemical peptides over and over again, and firing and wiring the same neurological pathways in your brain over and over again. Every time you think those thoughts and have those emotions and release those chemical peptides, what's going to happen is your body is going to become addicted to that. Your body is going to become addicted to those chemical peptides that are released from the thoughts that you think when you think the nostalgic thoughts, when you think about this person, when you think about the abandonment, the rejection, and that's how we get illnesses and stuff in our body, because it just, you fire and wire, and you think and you feel the same thing. You think and you feel, and you think and you feel, and you think and you feel. And it's like in the astral realm, okay, it starts out as some sort of energetic density in the astral realm, and then the more that you think and you feel and you think that you feel, that's how it manifests, and you draw it down into the physical, and it turns into something physical, right? When people get like, tumors and shit and cancer and stuff your thoughts can make you sick. Period, point blank. There's scientific evidence behind that. That's how people get like cancer and stuff like that, and they have heart and lung problems and things like that from resentment. They think and they feel and they fire and they wire and they have the same circuitry over and over and over again. And it just becomes this density in the astral realm, and then it just becomes even more dense and even more dense and even more dense. And then it falls down into the third dimension, okay, into the physical realm, and it solidifies and it creates a density in the physical body. So you're going to need to disperse this energy, and it could take a few weeks before you even start to get anywhere with actually dispersing this. But it's going to start with you speaking the blunt and honest truth, okay, about the situation here, okay? We're going to pull from the Straight No Chaser deck. This is the deck of no bullshit fucking answers here. It will trigger the shit out of you. Okay? And like, here's the thing, man. I'm also picking up that when you start feeling like you're not good enough, when you start feeling like you're worried about how other people feel about you and think about you, that's where this pride comes in. Right? This was at the bottom of the deck. That's where this pride comes in. It kind of makes you closed off, and it can make you inflexible and stubborn, and it can make you make excuses for yourself instead of taking responsibility for the energy that you're putting out, right? Being a true creator, co-creator of your reality with the divine takes balls, and it takes accountability, and it takes taming the fucking ego, which is the strength card. It takes admitting, well, shit, I fucked up, It takes responsibility and being accountable for the energy that you're putting out into the universe, because that energy will come back to you. It says, stop trying so hard to impress other people. They know it's a facade. Yeah. So, if there's a blunt and honest truth that you need to speak, right? I feel like you're going to have, I think you've been like hiding it from yourself. I feel like I've said it in almost every reading I've done thus far. There's an energy in the collective where it's like you as a person, and I'm speaking this for everybody generally, but I'm saying you so that you can understand what I'm saying. Like, you may not be able to see the way that you are self-sabotaging yourself, or the way that you are playing some Jedi mind trick on yourself where you think you're secure with yourself and you think you're in your power and all of that, but it's like the people outside of you can see fucking clearly that you're not in your power, and they can see where your energetic drains are. They can see where you're self-sabotaging. They can see your patterns clearly because they're not in it. They're seeing it from a different perspective, but you, it's hard for you to see because you're in it. That is something that I've noticed. It's happening, and I'm seeing that pattern in my personal readings that I've been doing, my private readings. I'm seeing it with my clients. I'm seeing it in my personal relationships, in my own private life. Like, guys, there's an energy in the collective where if you are not able to see and have a realization of how you're fucking yourself up and where you got you fucked up, Spirit is going to come and give you some sort of like outer something, like some other person outside of you, person, place, circumstance, situation, or thing or whatever, to help you understand where you may not be 100%, you may not be being 100% authentic with yourself. Okay? Because someone else outside of you can see that. Someone else outside of you can see that you may be trying to come off as secure, like you're 100% invested in this relationship or whatever this is, like you're secure with yourself and you're taking these risks and you're doing, you know, you're doing what you're called to do, but, you know, they can see that deep down inside you have a fear of being hurt again, and you have these emotional barriers that are up, and you shut off your heart space, okay, because you fear being abandoned, you fear being rejected again, and it's jeopardizing relationships around you because you're trying so hard to avoid any type of conflict. But there needs to be some honest communication and discussion here. Okay? Okay, what flipped? The old you is gone. Stop living in the past. Yeah, Aries. This is similar to the Aquarius readings that the Aquarius one from this go around. The Aquarius Know Thyself reading and the Aquarius reading from the 12 zodiac signs I did before. Aquarius had a major epiphany of like, holy shit, I've been being someone else to make myself more acceptable or palatable for other people. You keep letting them devalue you. When are you going to put a stop to it? Yeah, you need to speak some blunt truth. And you need to speak some blunt truth and maybe put up a boundary and make some sort of swift change, okay? Because I feel like you've been building something on a false foundation. And the whole energy I felt since the very fucking beginning of the reading, you closed your heart because one person hurt you. Yep, fear of connection, fear of getting hurt again. I think there's like a Xavier Omar song. I think that's who it's by. Let's Baby, I'm afraid. Baby, I'm afraid of loving you. It's a really, really, really good song. Okay, he talks about how he self-sabotages his relationships because he is afraid of being hurt again, right? Okay. Spirit, what crystals does Aries need to work with? Okay. I feel like you're going to have a moment of mental clarity here with this energy. Okay? We have overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. It says the experience of overwhelm arises when we have taken on too much at once. The scatterbrained feeling may disconnect us from experiencing a healthy rhythm in everyday life. There may be this constant push and pull of our energy paired with a dull awareness of the physical or intuitive needs of the self. Wow, I'm going to read that last sentence again. There may be this constant push and pull of our energy paired with a dull awareness of the physical or intuitive needs of the self. Yeah, see, this push and pull of your energy, that has to do with that dispersed energy. You're connecting energetically with people that hurt you in the past. Maybe someone else didn't see your value. Right? And that's where that abandonment or rejection came in. Okay. And pictured here is zoistite. All right, so the crystals that you can use for the energy of overwhelm are sodalite. Sodalite transforms overwhelmed energy into a carefree attitude, drawing energy out to promote a go-with-the-flow mentality. On a deeper level, it makes you aware of what leads to overwhelm. And zoistite. Zoistite helps you prioritize and lends a sense of clarity. Ruby inclusions often further amplify its effects by supplying the emotional energy needed to handle multiple situations or tasks. Yeah, see, that's where the superficial thing is coming in. I feel like you might be focusing on like trying so hard, right? To have it all together with your house and your car and like show people like I'm busy, I'm doing all this, and it's almost like, especially if you're like trying to stun on your ex, okay, is what I'm getting, like whoever abandoned or rejected you. It's like you're trying to do a lot, and because you don't want to feel whatever this is that you need to face, because your heart is closed off. It's almost like Capricorn energy. Like Capricorns tend to do that. They're workaholics because they tend to want to work away their problems, but it doesn't really work that way. And I'm seeing that. It's like I'm seeing that if you have some sort of need to always be doing something, have the latest this, impress people or whatever, it's like people on the outside can see that it's stemming from a deep sense of rejection, abandonment, and pain, right? Or a distance that you're putting between yourself and another person, or people in general here, okay, with the Three of Cups. Community. You need a sense of community, Aries, and I'm seeing that you're not allowing people in. You might feel like, oh, I have a sense of community, but there are people that you're not letting in. Okay, and I think you're going to have a realization of that. It says opal. Opal softens fragmented pieces in order to become whole and balanced. It shines its array of different colors on energetic debris, clearing it away like a rainbow appearing in a storm. Yeah, a lot of the energetic debris that you're experiencing, I feel like, is coming from the cording that you have from constantly thinking or ruminating, thinking about whoever the fuck this was from your past that hurt you. And then you have lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli urges you to come back to peace in the present moment. With its pyrite inclusions, it allows you to feel grounded in the physical body so the mind does not fly away with itself. Yeah. With this overthinking, emotionally overreacting and overthinking, lapis lazuli would be really good for that. Because it'll ground you. That's what you need to be. Grounded. Root chakra energy with this Page of Swords. Grounded into this energy of being able to communicate exactly what you need. Okay? More crystals to try are black tourmaline, smoky quartz, and chrysanthemum stone. Powerful stone combinations are lapis lazuli and smoky quartz, sodalite and zoistite, and opal and black tourmaline. Yeah, so things are going to come to a head with the overwhelming energy here if you keep running from the emotions that you're feeling. It's like Spirit's going to come in and force you to look at this. Because, you're being called to be a brand new version of yourself. And if you don't choose to rebuild yourself from the ground up, you're going to be forced to. Okay? That's what I have for you, Aries. Thank you so much for tuning in if you made it this far. Please don't hesitate to share this reading with someone else if you think they might benefit from it. Hit that subscribe button if you want to know whenever I go live in the future. I also do free reading lives, usually about once a week. I go live on YouTube and I take questions for free, and I pull cards for the questions that you have. All right, sometimes do some channeled messages and things like that for absolutely free. Okay, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this reading. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope this reading helped you. Many blessings until next time.